Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success. But play within yourself. Make those plays. Don't make the big mistakes.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Miami's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage. To the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. You're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You've got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches, and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up at the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Morrison. Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Bacon. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Under fire. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes a catch at the 10. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Morrison. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etheridge. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Gives it on the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Touchdown, Hurricane! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Proctor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Offense in the hurry up. second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Breaks into the open. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Bacon. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the Canes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. On the move. Short gain on the play before he slides. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off to to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air, it's Morrison. Flips it out in the flat. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot.
Turning it on! Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Takes the grab on the left. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Looking to pass. It's Morrison. The screen. He's got wheels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And we say football is a game of inches. Man, I think when your field goal kicker hits the crossbar, you're living on that. And it's just short, and it doesn't climb up. It goes down and just inches away from being a really good kick.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hines is tight end. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab. It's Walters. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught over the middle. It's Walters. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Etheridge. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Morrison. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole. And slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Panthers are in the hurry-up.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance. Started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They go to the ground. Slithers into space. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To throw, it's Morrison. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Walters. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Etheridge. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to...
And he runs it in for the score! Touchdown, Miami! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They've got him in the backfield, and that will be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Wants to bring it back. they'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up it breaks into the open. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Back to throw, it's Morrison. Punts it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Walters. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Makes the catch. It's Walters. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Canes will hustle to the line. He's looking to pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open the second half on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gives it on the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Morrison. Got his man out of the backfield. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Etheridge. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine.
Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense. And they're...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, look for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bacon. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
To the ground with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Good right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw. It's Morrison. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Etheridge. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
On the run, it's Morton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Morrison. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Miami! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been like... And the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying play action. Still on his feet. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front, it's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Casey. Finding an escape route. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Running into the open space. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The give to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll give it to him again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Snow. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got it in the middle. It's Snow. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Canes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This is one of the gambles you take playing a young quarterback, and this freshman has had his struggles. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Got it in the middle. It's Gilliam. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Canes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.